Hello people, so it's New Year's Eve 2018, 2019 really not that far away now, so been doing a bit of thinking about what I'm going to be doing in the garden, growing vegetables, fruit, flowers, and a few ideas have popped into the old bonce. And of course one thing that I would like to do is to create a nice little fruit garden, you know, with I'm going to be moving this cherry tree, putting that in there, and then on the lower levels I want to have some strawberries. I might put some raspberries in there, but yeah, I really want to grow a nice productive fruit patch. Small space, high production, so I'm going to be starting work on that soon, so you may want to tune in on that one. I uploaded a video the other day on Bob Flowerdew, a profile, and that's actually went down very well. Some lovely comments there, so thank you very much. And people are, or those who weren't aware, are now aware of a very interesting and a very charismatic gardener there. So yes, he's definitely one worth looking into. I intend to do more with regards to profiles, so any ideas you've got, put them down below. But I've got a few ideas, as I stated in the old bonce, of people that I want to cover. But so far I've done Monty Don and I've done Bob Flowerdew. So any ideas you've got, let me know. So one thing I also want to do this year, and I'm going to encourage other people to do this wherever possible, and that is to support local growers. So, you know, other than going down maybe the supermarket to go and get your apples or your veg or whatever, if there's a local grower, a local farmer growing, some apples, some local raspberries, maybe go and support him or her. And that could be a great idea, because it's lovely to see apples growing, UK varieties, whatever, in our own orchards. But of course, there's lots of pressure on due to various things these days, and it's all very tempting for farmers to sell this land for people to buy it for other purposes. And of course, if we don't support these local businesses, then of course they will they will disappear. And another thing I was thinking of is with regards to just supporting, let's say you like a bit of a beer every now and then. If you've got a local brewery in your area, why not try some of their local beers? Just support the local produce, the local production of food, and I think that's something that many of us can do more of with regards to, helping to improve, the way things are. And it doesn't sound much, but if you think back just 30 years ago, 20 years ago, there's a lot more greengrocers around, independent businesses, and it's probably harder nowadays for businesses like that to exist. And if we all start to support them, maybe we can help to turn the tide on that one. So that's one challenge I've got for myself, certainly, in the new year. So yes, looks so much different at night, doesn't it? So this is where I'm thinking of putting the fruit bed. I'm going to be, what I want to do is to just clear it. I've got to, take some of this old grass out here. I'll pick the remainder of the kale plants, which are still producing rather happily actually. But I'll pick them. I will, weed it, tidy it, make it really nice, put a nice little edge over it. I might extend it a bit more up to the polytunnel. I've even thought about setting maybe, a grapevine here up some sort of, trellis or whatever up the, up. You get the idea, up to around here. But yeah, I want a nice little productive fruit garden. So maybe I could get 6, 7, 8, strawberry plants in here, a few raspberries, and with the, the cherry tree in here. I think that would be a nice idea actually. So happy New Year everybody, and if you're new to gardening, or you're getting back into it, whatever, now could be a good time to start contemplating and thinking of things you can grow. If you want to do it for whatever reason, you want to do it for just as a giggle, just something to do, you want to do it for health reasons, knowing where your own food comes from, to help, what they call it, cut down your carbon footprint. You want to do it to continue, British varieties, of heirloom varieties, you want the exercise of tending to your garden or an allotment, whatever your reason, it could now be a good time to start thinking about it. And my advice would be to start small, don't go too crazy, you know, even if it's just a few bits and bobs in a pot, you know, just start and you sow that seed, quite literally, and you never know where it might take you. And I think that's a very important thing to consider. So Happy New Year, all the best, and see you in the new year.